Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode number 9 of my Football Manager 2023 Journeyman Save. Been a little while since you were last with us. You may notice in the top corner there, it's now July. We last saw us in September of last year. It's taken me a very, very long time to get to this point. You can see that we did resign as the manager of Lakenere. You also might notice that we've got a new skin. I'm very, very pleased with this one. It's by Saz. I believe the skin's called Saz23. I will put a link in the description to the media file for the skin. There's a couple of options in there. There's one for laptop and stuff like that. We've got this bookmark thing is here as well, which is really, really cool. I really like that. And I'll just give you a quick rundown of what it does. So say, for example, we wanted to have a look at the Nation Club coefficients. You click on it here. You click this little button up here. Bookmarks. You can add this page to the bookmarks down here, which is done. So now if we click off this screen, you can quickly navigate to that screen there just by the bookmark. It's really, really cool. So yeah, we've got a new skin. Quick update on how Lakenere are doing. Obviously they're halfway through their season now. If we have a look at the Icelandic Premier Division, they're currently in 3rd place. So they're doing really, really well off the back of us. We've also managed to get our stadium pack in. It is our FM22 stadium pack, but it all transfers over. You may remember me saying that a lot of the clubs in Iceland play at this stadium. We've got our face pack in as well from FM22, which is good. This manager here, the new manager of Lakenere, was the man who replaced me at Codringa. So he's following me. He's mimicking my career. Speaking of Codringa, how are they doing in the league? They're currently sat in 8th, so they're still doing okay. I've come back today though because we have been offered a job. It's by Port Talbot, the next country that we're going to in Wales. They're in the lower divisions in Wales, so we are going to have to build ourselves up again. They expect us to finish top half. Obviously, we'd be aiming for more than that. Be competitive in the cup and be competitive in the Tier 2 League Cup, which is fine. No real ambitions for promotion, but hopefully we can change that. We've got no transfer budget and no wage budget again. Which obviously we're going to expect that at these lower clubs. Now, I've just been waiting an absolute age for jobs to come available. And a lot of these, when I set up the database, I for some reason missed out the North and South leagues in Wales, like the second tier. And nobody in the Premier was losing their jobs, basically. They have now, but one rule I did say was that the first one I get offered, I'm going to apply for. We've had a lot of Irish teams lose their managers over the course of the season. But as I said, also that we are aiming to do them in order, and Wales was next on the list. So the first job that we've been accepted is the Port Talbot one. We're only being offered a 12-month contract as things stand. But we're going to finalise the deal, and we're going to take a look around our new club in Wales. I can't remember if Port Talbot's north or south. I believe it's south, isn't it? So Talentire have appointed the Port Talbot manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football. Recently spent time away from football, nearly a year. Faced plenty of questions. A record of 34 wins, 10 draws and 12 defeats, which is pretty good. He's also won a league title. Indeed we have. Talentire prefers to use a 4-4-2 formation. I've never played with a 4-4-2 formation, so I don't know where that comes from. Reputation is really, really poor. We've got no director of football, no assistant manager, stuff like that. Finances are listed as okay, but the wage budget's pretty poor. We have won one League Challenge Cup in our history. This is the squad. It looks like we've got not the best of squads. We've got players missing. That might be as a caveat of me only just adding the leagues. But we're quite happy with that. Be competitive against Aflan Dithlo. Aflan Lido. They're obviously a rival of us. So are Britain Ferry. We've got a lot of rivals. We've got a lot of rivals, including Llanelli Town. So we've got a few rivals. We'll schedule a press conference, yes, because we're doing the media this time around. I'll tell you one thing I have noticed in Football Manager 23 is you get this new manager timeline, which I think is really, really cool. It shows you basically your timeline of your career. So you can see here we resigned from Codringa here, and we were appointed at Lakenere. We then got Premier Division champions, record points haul, record Premier Division points haul, UEFA Champions League debut for the club as well. Obviously, we have not taken part in that. And resigned. on the 1st of October 2023, and it's took us till the 6th of July, so 8 months to get a new job. But I do like that timeline feature. So the new skin, it's really, really cool. I like it. It's so much information on the screen. You don't have to click out of anything to get to all of this. I think it's really, really awesome. Again, it's the same with the players. Wow, we've got no players, have we? We've got no players. The player one is really, really good. I do like this one. Obviously, there's some things that I will want to change around and stuff like that. I think I like having the Form 1 in there. But it's. I'm pleased with the new skin. I'm pleased that we finally got a new job. Bring attention negotiation to be reviewed. Carl Cooper, bid wanted. Where's his contract information? What's he on? He's on a part-time contract. So can we actually stop these or not? I'm going to reject them. I don't know whether we can stop them or not. Supporter profile, we've got a lot of core fans, which is good. Not so many hardcore ones. Family, decent size. Supporters' influence on the board is quite low, but they do expect us to beat all of our rivals and become an established JD Cymru South team. Season expectations, top half finish, we'll just leave all of them the same. Tactical direction required. Now, I should have saved our tactic, and I believe I have. Is that the one I want, or was it this one? I think it was this one that I'm using. It's got slightly different roles in it. That seems to be my tactic. Obviously, I've got some players to find. Financially, we've actually got some money in the bank. It's the first time we've ever had money in the bank. We've got quite a lot of wage budget to spend, which is great. That's absolutely great. In terms of squad planner, we've got one goalkeeper. Not great. No right backs. A couple of centre backs. One left back. We've got a pretty poor squad at the minute. This guy's listed as our star striker. It's difficult to judge at this level, and I'm not really sure too much yet, really, in terms of players and stuff like that. But I don't know why this is on selection info. It should be on my view. There we go. Much better. So I'm going to take a look around the club. I'm going to try and make some signings. We got our first match coming up in 3 weeks' time, but I'll probably skip the cup game. We'll come back. We'll take on Llanelli Town. Now, I have managed Llanelli before in a previous Football Manager. They were an established Premier League team for quite some time. Something happened to them here. They actually went into administration. They were known as Llanelli AFC, so they dropped right down to the fourth tier of Wales. But they've worked their way back up. They got all the way back up to the Premier League, so they're actually not too bad of a team. Llanelli, I have taken them to Premier League Championships in previous iterations of Football Manager. The big thing that we've got in Wales is there's one team who are pretty much dominant in Wales, and that is TNS. Have a look at the past winners here. TNS have been dominant for a long time, so it's going to be quite difficult to knock TNS off their perch, especially with a team like Port Talbot. But hopefully we can do a decent job. We can work our way up. Maybe at some point take the TNS job. That would be great. Face pack wise, there's not faces for everybody, but then we are playing in Wales. So so that's our new job, guys. We're in South Wales. We're going to go away now, do some transfers. We'll come back. We'll take on that first game of the season against Llanelli Town. Obviously, it's a much longer season here than it was in Iceland. But we'll take on Llanelli Town, and then we'll see how we're getting on from there, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go do the transfers now, and I'll catch up with you guys for the Llanelli game. Right, guys, welcome back. We've made it to the start of the season. Competition expectations have been reviewed. Top half finish, that's fine. The board and both the supporters expect us to pick up a draw against Llanelli Town. They are considered to be a better team than us. However, if we have a look at the season preview, I have made some signings. We were predicted down here somewhere, but we've got that up to 5th at 5-1. We are a newly promoted team as well, which is you know, it's really good for us to be up here as the newly promoted team. You have a look at where the other three are. So hopefully we can do something decent here at Port Talbot. In terms of the players we've brought in, though, we'll have a quick look over the transfer history. We've brought a few in, all of them on a free. These all guys left before I came in. The first player that we brought in was Jordan Davis on a free transfer. He is a centre midfield, more of a deep line playmaker. However, he doesn't like big matches. He's a little bit older. He's more really of a backup player. You can see here which is where he ranks in terms of midfielders in our squad. The board weren't too happy about the signing either, to be fair. We then brought in Daniel Bell, again another can play either right fullback or centre midfield. Again, not the greatest of players, 30-year-old, more for squad depth. He's been something of a journeyman throughout his career as well. Started off at Oldham many years ago. Jacob Barrett was next in from Gresford. He is a striker. Again, this is more sort of backup, as he doesn't like big matches. He's not consistent either. But I was struggling for squad numbers. I couldn't even fill the bench. Connor Jones came in next. Now, this is our new starting goalkeeper. He's a little bit injury prone, which lets him down, but he's consistent. He's not on a lot of money either. 28 years old. Pretty decent for us, to be fair, and he's easily the best goalkeeper at the club. Then brought in Daniel Roberts from Cambrian and Clydach, a central defender. We are going to be utilising him as he's fairly decent as a central defender. Injury prone again though, but he is consistent, and he could improve a lot in the future. And he's also considered to be operating at a Premier level, so the division above us. So looking forward to Daniel Roberts. Eric Bannon came in from Goitra United, starting striker for the season. Listed as target forward, 6 foot. He's got a good jump and reach, good heading as well. Probably be our target for corners. But however, we play as an advanced forward on our system. Again, he's not too bad for this sort of level of football. You can see here that he's actually predicted to be at a Premier level again, and he is consistent. So he's hopefully going to bag us a lot of goals. We then brought in Paul Dunn on loan from TNS. Again, another one that the board weren't quite happy about, but this is more, again, squad depth. He can play in that centre of midfielder. The 17-year-old, he is consistent as well. He's also considered to be operating at this level of football. So that's the ins. Financially, we're doing okay. We've still got loads of wage budget. It's just I don't want to have the squad too big. I've got enough squad depth here. We've also got a few players down here in the under-19s as well, although they may actually be shown in here. They are. So we've got a little bit of squad depth. It could be better. There's a couple of positions that I am looking to still improve on. Attacking midfield, attacking mid on the right, and possibly some fullbacks as well. You can see that we don't actually have a right back at the club. We've got a fill-in right back, so I'm still looking. The cup game didn't go according to plan though. Nathaniel MG Cup first round against Goitra United. They are in our division. We were probably the better team. You have a look at stats wise, they had slightly better XG, but we had more shots on target. We just couldn't find the net, and I was quite disappointed by it. To be honest, it was Matthew Andrews bagging the winner there. You know, the quality of the players at this level of football is not great. Definitely a step down from Iceland. But today's opponents are Llanelli Town. They are predicted to finish second, I believe, in the table. If I can just find the table. Here we go. No, it's somewhere. I'm still learning the new skin. I'm still learning it. They are predicted to finish second, yes. So slightly better than us. But hopefully we can pull off something, a result here against our rivals as well. So this is the lineup and the tactic that we're going for. It's the same tactic I used in Iceland. We're going Edwards as the right fullback. Again, like I said, actually a central defender. We've then got Roberts, the new signing, in the centre of defence. We've also got Kyle Cooper. Now this man is unhappy. He's had bids come in from Premier League clubs, and obviously I've refused them. He's got a value of 0, but he's formerly of Salford, and he's fairly decent if we're being honest for this level of football. Lewis is the left fullback, again an area that I'm looking to improve. He's got decent pace on him, can't cross the ball though, and he's not very good defensively. Dunn is the deep line playmaker today. the man on loan from TNS. We've then got Morgan coming in as the Metzala for today. Decent enough. Wilkes was the starting striker when I got here, but we've moved him out onto the left-hand side. He's got that right foot, can cut inside as an inside forward. A decent player for us going forward, hopefully. Corey is then going to start on the left. He can use both feet, which is really, really good. Again, another one with some okay pace and acceleration. Fraser, we've already discussed, is one that I am looking to replace, possibly moving back into this centre of midfield. And then it's Bannon up front, the star striker for us as he advanced forward. In terms of substitutes, we've got a few there. This is one of the things with this skin which I really, really like. You can hide the substitute panel there, which is cool. If we keep going forward as well, there's some other things with the skin which I do quite like as well. This screen, I love this. It shows the league table before the game. It shows the tickets, which is really, really cool. Badges, league position, form, stuff like that. It's really, really nice touch there. Just get through the team talk. Tell all the boys that I've got faith in them. And then there's this match preview screen as well, which is another one I really, really like. Shows the managers, the substitutions, the formations of both teams. Looks like we're both playing a similar formation, although they look like defensive midfielders. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And then this is the other one that we've got as well. These panels here, you know, you can like switch between stuff like this. It's obviously I haven't set all of these up yet, but there's lots and lots of information. You got your match momentum here. You can see that we've got the momentum at the minute, the league table. Llanelli now have the momentum going forward. I'm really, really impressed with the skin, and Saz has done a really good job. Like I said earlier in the episode, there will be a link in the description which will take you to the MediaFire download for it. There's a couple of options there. There's options for laptops as well, so everything actually fits on the screen and whatnot. But Llanelli, with the momentum coming into half time, not too bad for the first half in a game that we are expected to draw. We haven't actually hit the target yet. Llanelli are having the better opportunities, but some decent performances. Corey maybe letting us down a little bit. I'd be happy with a draw for our first league game in charge. Obviously there's a lot of work to do here at Port Talbot. We are new in the door. We haven't managed a club for nearly a year, so we're a little bit rusty, but hopefully we can just hit the targets set by the board, increase our reputation again, maybe move on to a bigger club like Llanelli. As we have our first highlight of the game, it's Robinson with the ball forward. Good save by Jones there. Tom Hillman though is there to... Oh, it's been given offside. It's been given offside. Thankfully, it's been given offside. He must have been offside from the header. He was a long way off. Really good save by Jones, but Hillman was there all by himself, but fortunately he was offside. Right, into the final 15 minutes you can see by that match momentum there that it's been all Port Talbot in this second half. We still yet to register a shot on target though, but we have all the momentum in the game. I've made a change here. I've brought Wilkes off for Sharman, but we're into stoppage time now. We still yet to hit the target, despite having all the momentum in this half. We've finally, in the 90-odd minute, we've hit the target. Kyle Cooper with the man on match performance there. There's a reason why I didn't want to let him go. I'm quite happy to come out of that first game against Llanelli, one of the favourites for the title. I'm quite happy to come out of that with a draw though, and it gives us something to build on. We're unbeaten in the league. Let's put it that way. We're unbeaten in the league, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with the draw there. So that's gonna wrap up the episode, guys. One thing I did want to look at is how many league games there actually are. 30. So we'll probably come back 10 games into the season. So we're sort of talking around about this area here. We're trying to keep it to like divide the seasons up into thirds really, because we do have a lot of seasons to get through in this save. So we'll maybe come back for Seven Sisters or Balgan Dragons, maybe Llanelli Town again. We'll see where we're at. But cheers, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Also click that subscribe button as well. Remember, it's free. It is free, and it does help me out massively. Also, if you want to give me a follow over on Twitter, that would be awesome as well. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. and I'll see you all in the next episode.